Hello, everyone. This is Joe for Untitled Home, and today we're going to do part 7, which is how to promote any URL or any site with TeamEliteHomeBusinesses. A lot of you have been asking about that, so we're just going to get right to it. This is going to be a little longer today, but it's going to have a lot of information. And what I suggest you do is basically pause it when you have see something that I'm doing, and then you can just continue to play it after that. So there are 4 steps. We're going to create a lead capture page. We're going to link that lead capture page to a message. We're going to create a message. We're going to add the link in the redirect. Now, you can use this, like I said, to promote any URL or any site you want. All you're going to need is that URL that you want to promote, and let me show you how it's done. So what I want you to do is log in. This is your back office. And this is my demo account, which I'm going to show you how it looks exactly like your account. And so it'll make it easier for you to follow along. So this is the dashboard. And what we're going to do, first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a lead capture page. So I want you to click Change Capture Page right here in the center. And you're going to pull up this page here. Now, there are several ways. There are 2 ways, or 3 ways, but I'm going to show you 2. There are 2 ways to create a lead capture page. Let's say that you like this page right here on the left, and you want to create a page like that, or any of these pages, or in any of these folders. If you say you like that page and you want to create one like that, all you do is go to click on Edit Page for the page you want just like it. Then you go to Settings and you click Duplicate this page. And when you duplicate that page, you come down here, you click Settings again, and you change that title to something that you can remember. And when you click Save Changes, what it's going to do, it's going to just to show you, I'm going to go back to the dashboard. I'm going to click Change Capture Page, and that capture page will be in your My Capture Pages folder, and there it is right there. So you can click on Edit Page here for that page, and you can change anything you want in here. With this editor, you can change any text, any video, any link, anything that's there, you can change it. So you can, and if you want to know what that URL is to advertise, if you click on View Page right here, what is in the browser up here at the top, you just copy that, and that is what you will use to promote that page. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to here. Let me just make it simpler for you. We'll go back to the home. We're going to click on Change Capture Page. Now, that's one way to any capture page that's here that you like, you can simply click on Settings and duplicate it, and it will put that duplicated page into My Capture Pages. You're right here at the top. Go in there and edit it any way you want. Now we're going to create a background page wizard page, which is the most effective. Now, the background image, you can click on Choose File, and when you do that, it's going to pull up a screen like this, where you just link it to any file you have in your computer, or you can use any one of these. And for simplicity today, I'm just going to click on, this one right here. And so it's going to, you either select the file that you want like that, or pick one of these below, and then you hit Proceed. Now, you're going to have a choice of all of these tabs here. So you just pick one. I'm going to show you something else here in a minute. I'm just going to click on that, come up here, and save your selection. Now it will, you can change the transparency and the location of the box, the text box, and you can proceed. And I usually use first name and email. And if you want to add the last name, you just click on it and it'll add it right there. So then click proceed. And there again, here again, any button, you can upload any button you want, or just pick one of these here. I'm just going to pick this one for simplicity. Proceed. And it's going to give you some taglines, and I'm going to, you can type in a custom tagline there if you want, and we'll just save that. So there it is. It took about 30 seconds to create that. Now, this up here is the URL that you will use to advertise that lead capture page. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back and save your selection. We did that. Okay, so it went back to that, which is went back to creating another one. So we're going to go to home here, click on change capture page. Let's take a look. And there, it saved that capture page right there in the My Capture Pages. And we're going to come back to this here in a second. So now you can put some content in there, et cetera, et cetera. Let me show you one little trick here. A lot of you like to use some of my lead capture pages. So go to change capture page, and any of these down in here. Let's say if you go to these SuperNet capture pages and say you really like this one, well then what you can do, I'm going to go back now. You just go here, you go to edit page like I showed you before, click on settings, duplicate this page, and when you do that, just click save. And when you go back home, now we just click save and go back home, click on change capture page again from the start. And that page is also in here in your My Saved Pages. So all these pages you create, when you save it, it's going to put it in your My Capture Page folder right up top there. Now, the next thing we're going to do, we've created this lead capture page several different ways. Very easy. You saw how fast it was. What we're going to do now is we're going to go back to home. We're going to come over here to edit auto responses, and we're going to create an auto response message. Add an auto response message. So all you do is you click on add an auto response message. Let's say the title is whatever you want to call it. Welcome to Four Corners Lights. That's just what popped up, so I'll put it in there. Then you put in your text. You can either you can copy text here. Copy text. You can put in text. Let me just copy that and just paste it in there. It's not seem to be pasted, but anyways. Okay, then you come down here, you want it to be an instant message, and you want to have its own contact group, so you go manage contact groups, and let's say that you're advertising campfire equipment. So just type in there campfire equipment, whatever. Type in campfire, add a contact group, and when you go back, there it is at the bottom there. So we go back here to edit auto responses, and I'll have to start over adding that response message. and then paste in here, paste or type in your message, choose instant and your contact groups. Now Campfire is going to come up here on the list. Let me just scroll up here a little bit. So Campfire is should be. Oh, there it is. It'll be at the very bottom until you use it. So there it is at the bottom. So that message is going to be pasted in there. I'm typing it in there. I'm just going to type text, T-E-X-T, and then you could put anything you want in there. Type in, you can copy the message, put it in there, whatever you decide to do. Then you click Add Message. And when you do that, you can see Campfire Messages is right here at the bottom. You want to add another message, you do the same thing. You do Add Auto Response Message. And in this case, you want it to go out the third day or second day or the first day. You select the day you want it to go out and choose the same, choose Campfire again, which is at the bottom. Click Add Message and it'll put it in there as to go out the third day, and so on and so on. So that's how easy it is to add your autoresponder messages, create new ones, edit the old ones, copy and paste. Very simple. It's all done right here, edit auto responses. Now we're going to go back, change capture page. And what we're going to do now is we've decided we're going to use, this picture here as our primary URL. So I'm just going to make it primary page. When you do that, it's going to put it right here on the front. Now you can advertise as many of these lead capture pages at the same time as you want. But when you put this one here and make it the primary, it's right here in front of you. It's the main one you're advertising. So to edit it, you just click on Edit Capture Page. Change anything you want in here. But here's the key thing. Go to Settings, and here we're going to change the title to My Campfire Stuff if you want, whatever you want to do. I'm just doing Campfire just as an example, and then you can put whatever you want for the keywords. Then you select Campfire as the contact group, and here's the secret right here. See where it says redirect URL? That is where you're going to put the URL that you want to promote, so that when a person puts in their email address and their name and whatever else you wanted to make it when you created the lead capture page, I use normally first name and email, they're going to go to that URL that you have right here in the redirect URL. That's all there is to that. So then all you do is put in where you want them to go and come down here and click Save. When you do that, you're all set to go. When you come back to settings, you'll see that it says Campfire, and you'll have your URL right there. Then you just come down here and change the text, add video, whatever it is you want to do, and most of this stuff will pop up. Insert, edit image, insert video, upload an image, graphics folder. These, you just about edit it. If you can think it up, it'll do it for you. It'll put it in there. So that's what you need to know there. So let's go back now to home. And there's two. Let me just teach you the one thing so it's simpler for you. So we want to get the URL that we're going to use to advertise for these pages. So we're going to do change capture page. We'll click on My Capture Pages. And we chose that we're going to set this one up. You can set them all four up if you want, or as many as you want. Just follow the steps that I went to in the first place there. So this one, just click on anywhere on this icon. And what is in the browser, it's going to have your username attached to the end. And that's going to be your lead capture page to advertise any site you want. And in this case, whenever that a person puts their first name and email, they're going to go to the URL that you're promoting. They're also going to be saved in a leads folder called Campfire. In this case, that was our demo leads folder, so that they will get that instant message right then. Then they will get messages as you add them in there. You can add as many messages as you want. That's up to you. I normally have at least 10 messages, and about 80% of my income comes from those sales from people that are in my autoresponder list, and I'll get another 10% from those that are taken to that redirect URL. Now, let's go back here to home for a few things. The lead capture pages that you create, you'll want to put the redirect URL of the page where you want them to go once they opt in. But you also want to put that information into your auto response messages. And if you can copy any of my auto response messages, if you go to edit auto responses, and let me just load up SuperNet, the SuperNet, there you go, SuperNet messages. I'm gonna click on load all SuperNet messages, and it says you want to do that, and I say, yeah. So if I click on this little plus here, and then these are the SuperNet messages, and the next one is what we're working on right now. It's gonna be part 7. But I'm gonna click on that first one up here. This little thing looks like a little tablet. When you click on that, you actually can copy every bit of that just like it is. I'm just going to select it. I'm going to copy that. And then what I'm going to do, and you can also, just to show you, I'm going to go to edit auto responses, and I'm going to go to one we worked on, the Campfire. I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to paste that message in there. Whoops, it's not letting me do that. Well, I'm not sure. Anyways, and that normally works. Insert. I'm not sure why that's, I don't want to get involved in that right now, but normally, let me go back so that I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to go to edit auto responses, and I'm going to open up that first message on the SuperNet and show you down here at the bottom how I have it formatted. You'll always want to put that, in this case, I'm trying to get them to join the TeamEliteHomeBusinesses.com, and you see, create your free SuperNet Hub account. Click the link below. That link right there is the same as the redirect. So when a lead puts in their name and address, an email address, they're instantly taken to that redirect, but you're not going to get everybody sold on that first look at that page you're trying to advertise. You're going to put that in every one of the emails, and so you make sure that you get them as a member. If you don't get them first time they look at it, hopefully the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, well, however many times until you get them to become a member of what you're trying to promote. So the key thing is with Team Elite Home Businesses, you can promote any site or any URL that you want. And to do that, you want to use lead capture pages. You always, always, always want to use a capture page to get leads, because every marketer knows that 80% of their income comes from their leads, and yours will too once you build a list. And then you also want to send them to the page you're promoting as soon as they opt in. So when they opt in, they're going to see the page you're promoting. And then every time they get one of those email messages, one of those messages from your autoresponder that you put in there, they're also going to see the site you're trying to promote. So then once you get the first one set up, the message is created, and you start advertising the URL. And remember, let me just go back to that again. What do you advertise? Click on My Capture Pages, and this is the one we chosen, and just click on this icon here. The URL that's in the browser, that's what you're going to advertise. That's where you're going to get the leads will start coming in. Then you can start sending email to those leads. And then once you get one going, you can do that to another one. You can advertise as many URLs as you want, but you want to be using lead capture pages, and you also want to be using the auto response messages. You can copy those. You can use any of the existing lead capture pages and make a copy of it. When you make a copy, it's going to put you a copy right here in My Capture Pages. And then you can edit it any way you want. The same way with edit auto responses, you can use any of these. You see all this messages available here below? That's all messages and folders that you can use. There's, for the most part, they're set up with your links in there. All you want to do is make sure. Some of them are team leader messages like Team Jedi and Richard Quinville messages. Other ones are, like in my case, SuperNet messages. They're already linked to your has your link in there. Most of these have your link in there. So all you got to do is just click on load all the messages from that particular folder. Let's see here, just to show you some, like 4 corners. Some people do that. There are 7 messages for 4 corners. There's just one case. You can create your own. You can use any of these. All you got to do is click on load all the messages. It puts them up here. And all you do is select that folder at the lead capture page. It's really very simple. Don't try to overcomplicate it. I'm going to do a quick summary now. Let me just go back here to, let me just do this here and stop the sharing. Okay, it's really very simple. What you do to promote any site, and this is how the gurus do it, been doing it for years. First, you create a lead capture page. I showed you 3 ways how to do that. The easiest for you would be to use the copy, duplicate this page, and it puts it in the My Capture Pages folder for you. Then you want to create or use any of those auto response messages. You can cut and paste, create your own, copy some parts, but you want to make sure those messages have the link that you're trying to promote. That's the most important thing. Then you go back to the lead capture page and you select the folder that you've prepared with the messages that has your links in it. Then you put the redirect URL, which is the URL that you're promoting. There again, now you can promote as many as you want at a time. It's unlimited. I'm promoting roughly 20 URLs at the same time. They have little variations in it. I learned that some time ago that not everything appeals to everybody, so you make little variations, a different picture, sometimes the same text, and you'd be surprised how one week one will do much better than the other, and the next week vice versa. Okay, so don't try to overcomplicate it. It's very simple. Create your lead capture page. Create or use the auto response messages. Make sure the URL that you're promoting is in all your messages. and then make sure that you put that same URL as the redirect, where it says redirect URL in the lead capture page. And that's all there is to it. You click on that icon, you copy that URL for that lead capture page, and you start promoting it everywhere, anywhere you can, and you'll start to see hits coming in. Also, you can track each one of those lead capture pages just simply by going to the dashboard and clicking on View Stats, and then click on Page Views. And based on the title that you gave that lead capture page, it'll show up there, and you can see exactly how many views and how many hits and how many opt-ins for every one of those pages. Very simple. So get started with that and continue to read on down the page, and we'll see you next week. Thank you very much.